There's the 5, like we agreed. I'll have the other 5 ready for you when it's done. Today's Tuesday, so she'll be out riding most of the day. I think the best way to do this is to make it look like a simple burglary.
Red Rock West is a 1993 noir thriller film directed by John Dahl that had a very slow and limited theatrical release, but eventually earned high acclaim. Nicolas Cage stars as Michael Williams, a former Marine who has a bad knee from the 1983 Lebanon bombing. A drifter, a friend gets him a job opportunity working on an oil field. The job falls through due to Michael's unwillingness to conceal his war injury on the job application.
The guy's got a fucked up leg. Now, if you were me, would you hire him?
Give the guy a break. He drove 1,200 miles.
It's too big a risk. I'll lose my insurance.
Michael, wait! Mike, why'd you tell him about your leg?
You'd have found out sooner or later.
So what? By then you'd have had the job.
That wouldn't be right.
He winds up wandering into rural Red Rock, Wyoming, hoping to find work. A local bar owner named Wayne, played by J.T. Walsh, asks Michael if he is Lyle from Dallas, and if he's the one who wanted the job.
I thought you were supposed to be here last Friday. I was beginning to think I'd have to find somebody else. You are here for the job, aren't you?
You must be Wayne?
Yes. And you're Lyle from Dallas, right?
Right.
In need of work, Michael lies, only to discover that Wayne has hired Lyle from Dallas to kill his wife.
I figure the cops will spend a couple of months looking for clues, and once they come up empty-handed, they'll get frustrated, and eventually they'll try to put the blame on some drifter, some guy just passing through town. Happens all the time,
Yeah.
Wayne offers him a stack of cash, half now, half later. Michael plays along. He quickly visits Wayne's wife, Suzanne, played by Lara Flynn Boyle. He sees that she is having an affair with a ranch hand. He warns her that her life is in danger, but she soon offers him double the amount of money to kill Wayne.
Suppose I double his offer and you do something for me.
What do you have in mind?
Take care of Wayne.
Michael takes her money too, writes a letter to the local sheriff explaining the situation, and leaves town. Wayne attempts to call home to see if the job has been done, and is dismayed when Suzanne answers. On the road, Michael accidentally hits a stranded motorist.
All right, hang in there, buddy, because I'm going to get you out of here, all right?
Taking the man to the hospital, it turns out that the wounded man is the ranch hand.
You got some ID on you?
Yeah. Is there a problem, officer?
Yeah. Looks like we have an attempted homicide on our hands.
Homicide? What are you talking about? It was an accident.
Well, then how do you explain these?
He's been shot twice in the stomach.
As Michael waits at the hospital for information, the sheriff arrives. Wayne angrily confronts Michael about the situation and seems intent on killing him.
I just thought you needed a stupid bartender or something.
Don't fuck with me.
I'm not.
Okay. Who else knows about this?
Nobody.
I said don't fuck with me!
Michael escapes, but winds up almost being struck by a motorist, played by Dennis Hopper.
What the fuck are you doing? And my car broke down.
Where? I don't see a car.
It's just over that ridge.
Over that ridge, huh? Well, you're one lucky son of a bitch, aren't you? Huh? If I hadn't had my brakes just done, I'd be picking your brains out of my radiator. Fuck.
Taking Michael back into town, the motorist decides to stop at the local bar in Red Rock for a drink. While there, he asks for Wayne.
You tell him Lyle from Dallas finally showed up. He'll know who you mean.
Sure thing.
You know, I never did catch your name.
Michael.
Well, it's nice meeting you, Michael.
Likewise.
With Lyle and Wayne after them, it is up to Michael and Suzanne to stick together before it's too late. Directed by John Dahl, this movie had a very long release. Despite taking place in Wyoming, the movie was filmed in Arizona from December 1991 until January of 1992. The domestic rights to the film were sold to Columbia TriStar Home Video for $2.5 million. Test screenings were not that strong, in part because it was difficult to find the correct genre to put it in. Western film, thriller, noir, it's hard to categorize. The film opened in theaters in Germany, Paris, and London in the summer of 1993, and found its way to HBO in the fall of 1993. By early 1994, the movie had a limited theatrical release.
Nicolas Cage of Honeymoon in Vegas and Moonstruck, Lara Flynn Boyle of The Temp and Wayne's World, and Dennis Hopper of Boiling Point and Blue Velvet.
Does this mean that we ain't partners?
Red Rock West, from Columbia TriStar Home Video.
Now, this movie is one of the most successful independent films to ever be released during the 1990s. Between theaters, video rentals, and cable, this movie was finding multiple ways to be successful. It wound up grossing a worldwide total of $2.5 million at the box office. Movie critics loved this film, with Siskel and Ebert giving it 2 thumbs up and a rave review.
I was delighted with every plot twist and turn. The performances are first rate. You can see why these wonderful, quirky actors jumped at doing this bright, original script. Red Rock West is the best new American film of the year that I've seen. I recommend it highly.
Boy, I liked it a lot too, Jeannie. You know, it reminded me of another early film by two brothers, Blood Simple, by the Coen brothers.
Absolutely.
And in the way that the plot works, and you wisely didn't give away these surprises.
Anything.
But what's interesting is, this is a puzzle, and it goes together, and there are so many pieces, including pieces that we don't anticipate.
Right.
And it all fits, and we understand everything, and it all pays off, and it all works out in an interesting, unexpected way.
And how about the casting? I mean, you couldn't have picked anybody better. They're all good matches. These aren't people, they don't have a huge star in them who's going to run away with the picture and demand to be likable. These are fine actors.
Hopper finds he's played a million of these weirdo killers. This time he seems to have a rod up his back. He moves like this back and forth.
He's an ex-Marine.
Originally, director John Dahl wanted Dennis Hopper to play Sheriff Wayne Brown, but Hopper insisted on playing Lyle from Dallas. He eventually convinced the filmmakers, who were thrilled with the result, and Dennis Hopper plays a hilarious and insane fucking lunatic in this movie.
Can I help you?
Jesus, no!
It's turkey. One of my favorites.
J.T. Walsh is fantastic, and he was such a great actor. I can name a dozen movies right off the top of my head that he appeared in before his death from a heart attack at the age of 54 in the year 1998. He was really great.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll drive. Now you just tell me where we're going.
Stop moving! Just slow down, you son of a bitch. Just stay right there. Now give me the fucking keys.
Okay, hey, I was just kidding. I mean, you want the keys?
Moving!
The movie has some good music throughout, mostly country music, including some songs from singer Dwight Yoakam. Dwight Yoakam has a somewhat humorous role as a truck driver and even brought his own .357 Magnum Smith & Wesson revolver for that scene.
What the hell are you doing on my truck?
Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to scare you.
Hey! Do I look scared to you? What the hell are you doing on my truck?
The soundtrack includes Yoakum's song 1,000 Miles from Nowhere, which hit number 2 on the US country charts in September 1993. I first saw this film on Netflix back around 2009, give or take, and I loved it. It quickly became what I call a comfort thriller, being the type of movie that might be dark, but you can watch it on more than one occasion and enjoy it. If you haven't seen it, I recommend Red Rock West.